Tecmo Bowl video game. Remember that back in, we used to play a lot of Tecmo Bowl.
Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Do you remember that? I lived by code in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Super Tecmo Bowl, man, it was like, I don't know if you loved the game so much, but I know you were like this about Zelda. You'd mentioned that you had almost killed your brother when he wiped out your Zelda profile and erased all your information when you're very close to beating the game. I
very
would
close to beating the life out
want to
of it.
make sure. Now, you know how the NESs would break down and they wouldn't accept your cartridge anymore. But then
you had tricks.
You had to do trick like you
always blowing the cartridge.
You blow out the cartridge. You go, and then you would like kind of get something to hold it down, like maybe like stack a little bit of change on it, and then it would register.
We'd fold up a piece of paper and wedge it in there.
Yeah, sometimes that would work. All kinds of things. So when I would get Tecmo Bowl to work in my NES that was way beat up, and I got a good setting on it, and it wasn't going to reset on me or it wasn't going to crap out on me, I would always just leave it on. I would just leave it on. I would not.
Oh, you'd never turn it off?
I would turn the TV off, but then when I turned the TV back on, Tecmo Bowl was waiting for me. And that was cool because then you could pause the game, turn off the TV, go do whatever you're going to go do, come back
and
hours later, finish whatever you were doing. Man, that was the code of the NES. And forget it. All the other games were dead to me once Super Tecmo Bowl came out. I had them there. There was no way I was going to play any other game because Super Tecmo Bowl was that good of a game. Oh, man, it was so good.
You play...
I would still play to this day. I guess there's emulators online where you can play Super Tecmo Bowl.
I don't know if the game is still around or not. I mean, it debuted in '89, and we all had it as kids, but apparently it plays a Super Bowl every year. It puts the two teams up against each other, and it's got a pretty good... I mean, it's gotten 2 out of the last 3 right, so that's not bad, even though it does it every year. They've picked the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Patriots this year.
Really?
16-10. Now,
so they think that the Eagles defense will overcome.
Our leader in the Red Zone Challenge, one of the leaders, is a Philadelphia Eagles fan. His name is Jim. He lives in Arroyo Grande.
Yes.
And
Vern, who also lives in Arroyo Grande, is atop the thing, but we don't know.
They're tied, right?
Yeah, they're tied, and we don't know where his allegiance lies because he has a very nondescript profile. Like, everybody thinks it's a good idea to, show your fandom on the the Red Zone Challenge. Actually, they encourage you to do so. They say, hey, show pictures of you with your favorite team and share those pictures with your friends because they want you to engage on the platform. But I say, keep those cards close to your vest because now we got a situation where Vern and Jim are going up against each other. Nobody knows who Vern's picking because he's got that little silhouette as his profile. But Jim has...
We're pretty sure Jim's going to go with the Eagles.
An Eagles mascot thing. It looks
I checked out Jim's page. He went down when they played the Rams.
Okay.
He was there. He had videos. He had photos. I mean, he's hardcore Eagles fan, right?
Right.
So he's. I'm pretty sure he's going to go with the Eagles. I think the Patriots are still favored in this thing. The last time I checked,
5.5,
5.5.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. Do you buy into these things? I mean, I feel like every year there's a porcupine, a turtle, a donkey, somebody who has
those things I don't buy into. But any kind of simulator, like maybe Madden. I'm sure Madden, now that Tecmo Bowl has come out with its prediction, Madden
will come out with theirs.
With their prediction. Anything that bases the simulation off of real life performance over the course of the season, I do lend a little bit of credibility to. Like the turtle that goes up and eats off the plate that says Patriots. I'm not buying that. But this I kind of do, because their job at Tecmo Bowl is to take the stats, take the analytics, take every scenario, every situation into account and come out with a outcome. There's the same thing. There's a computer that plays based on statistics over the course of the season. They do it 1,000 times. They do a simulation.
But in a live game, anything can happen.
I understand that, but
and they've got it wrong. I mean,
what if anything doesn't happen though?
But they've got it wrong when they picked the Carolina Panthers to beat the Broncos a couple years ago.
Remember, everybody had the Panthers in that.
They also picked the Patriots to beat the Seahawks in Super Bowl 49, but that shouldn't have happened. I mean, that was a total screw up.
Patriots are...
No, I'm saying they picked the Patriots to beat the Seahawks, but if you think about it, that shouldn't have happened.
And it happened. No, as a 12.
I know it happened.
As a 12, it shouldn't have happened.
No, everybody knows that shouldn't have happened.
Well,
the Seahawks were out on the goal line. All they had to do was Marshawn Lynch it, and they didn't.
But it did happen that way. So the computer was right.
We'll have to wait and see.
Maybe the computer accounted for the fact that Darren Bevel was the offensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks.
Hi, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Oh, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Good. So I heard you guys talking about Tecmo Bowl and stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
No, I grew up playing all those games with my brother and stuff. You know, all these new kids on their Xbox Ones and stuff. I grew up playing Mario Kart and Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Yeah, those were the best games. I mean, I don't even know if kids play games anymore. I feel like they're in tablets and they're just everything's changed. Like,
I just remember how good Tecmo Bowl, regular Tecmo Bowl was, and then they came out with Super Tecmo Bowl with all the teams and all the players, and not just 4 plays to choose from, but 8 plays to choose from. And mine was blown. My mind was blown, and you couldn't tear me. I mean, I blame my grades in high school on what happened with Super Tecmo Bowl. Thank you, Super Tecmo Bowl. Now I'm a disc jockey. Matt Frost is joining us right now. And he made a bold prediction in the football.
I crunched the numbers. I did the statistics
for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Yeah. What are your
Eagles by 6?
Eagles by 6.
Yeah.
And what was your
rationale? How did you arrive at that?
Well, the Eagles can fly. Patriots they're most of them. I mean, they're all dead.
But
it was like 1776.
Good rationale.
Sharper talons on an eagle than Patriots.
As much as I love your rationale, Jeff made a good point too. He said, how many Super Bowls can the Patriots win? And
a law of averages.
I think this is the year.
This is my argument for
this is the year that I feel the Eagles are going to.
But this is also my argument for the Seahawks. This was also my argument for the Falcons. This was also my argument for whoever else the Patriots have beaten coming down the pipe. It's a law of averages. You can't win every Super Bowl that you play in. Now, granted, the Patriots have lost the 2 to the Giants, but every other Super Bowl that they've played in with this regime,
I think that's some good rationale.
With this regime, they have won those Super Bowls.
You got to have a bad game at some point.
Yes, exactly. And it's like okay, so if you play, you always hear, well, if we played you 10 times, we would have beat you 9 times. Well, eventually that one time has to come up.
Yeah.
When you're in so many Super Bowls, and I'm thinking maybe this could be the year.
I'm counting on the negative energy of my friend Dr. Ricky Volpe's dad, who's Richard Volpe II, that lives in Boston.
Are you name dropping right now?
I'm doing because Ricky Volpe.
This sounds like a name drop. You could have just said my friend Rick.
He's he's listening. I give him some shout out.
Okay.
He's a lifelong Vikings.
Do you think somebody
can I get through the line?
Can I get through it? And somebody's got a broken leg. No, because I want to get to the name drop. You think somebody's got a broken leg and they're like, oh, maybe Dr. Rick Volpe is a leg doctor.
He's a professor at Cal Poly.
Okay. Oh, so maybe they'll enroll their kids in the Cal Poly.
His dad is a lifelong Vikings fan and hates the Patriots. He lives in Boston. Hates the Patriots with his whole heart and soul. Yeah. And I just think that he hasn't like shaved or washed his hair or something because for the Vikings. He has now because the Vikings lost, obviously. But I think just his pure hatred of the Patriots is going to help put him down.
Is it going to put him over the top?
Here's how you construct that message, sans the name drop. You say, my friend Rick's dad lives in Boston and he hates the Patriots. So I am rooting against the Patriots because I really respect the guy.
That is why you get paid to do the show and I come in for free on Fridays.
To do name drops. That's why he's here.
He's a name dropper.
The $4.7 billion was spent last year legally gambling on the Super Bowl. They think that number will go up again this year. I know ticket sales apparently are down.
Does that number ever go down?
Not the sales themselves, but the price of a ticket is going down.
You guys ever tried?
I don't know. Probably not.
I've never heard a report from Vegas surrounding the Super Bowl that has said, oh, wow,
betting's really down this year.
They bet a lot less this year than they did the year before. It's every year. It's like, well, they expect the number of bets to go up.
How many commercials do you think you'll see Peyton Manning in during the Super Bowl? Remember, every year
None,
he's usually
I'm not watching it.
Usually, well, then don't bet on this. That's a prop bet this year. He's always in one commercial, right? And it airs a couple of times. How many times do you think you'll see Peyton Manning in a commercial?
Okay, so
2.
he is you got to look at who he's.
It's 2.5, so that's really good. So
He's
you can bet the over the under.
He's a spokesperson for Nationwide.
On your side, yeah.
Yeah. Then he's a spokesperson for Buick as well.
Yep.
Papa John's.
Oh, I would bet the over then.
That I would bet the over just because Nationwide, Buick, and Papa John's. There's a good chance that they will throw marketing money towards the Super Bowl.
Is Papa John? Is there that much pizza money in Papa John's to put a Super Bowl commercial out there?
Oh yeah, they've been doing that for years, bro.
They are.
You should watch the Super Bowl.
In fact, Papa John's will usually do something where they will give you 50% off of a pizza. They did this a few years ago. You go to their website prior to the Super Bowl and you pick either heads or tails. Then the next pizza that you bought was like 50% off, or maybe
you won the coin toss or something,
or you got one for free. I think you got one for free if you won the coin toss.
Okay, wait, free pizza's involved? Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I'm going to watch this.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah, they've totally done that before.
Yeah, you got a free pizza. It was like a medium one-topping pizza, but you got a free pizza if you won the coin toss. Then they sent you a code.
You know what's funny? When you do a promotion like that, and you're like, we're going to give you a medium one topping. To send somebody an extra large costs them about, what, 38 cents more in ingredients?
Yes.
Like, this much more dough.
Yes, but
you add that up over, hundreds of thousands of people.
hundreds of
or millions of people.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Stack
mean,
up.
that's really going to be expensive. This one's dumb. All right, so the over-under on this is 12, and it's how many times the word dilly will be said during the broadcast. So not in a commercial, but...
No, that includes that.
Oh, does it?
That includes commercials.
Okay, so dilly.
You got to inform me what dilly dilly
That's 2.
What is that?
It's
the Budweiser commercial.
I've not seen it either,
I haven't
but
seen it either.
I know I'm familiar.
What do you
with
mean
it.
you guys haven't seen dilly dilly?
We
don't
both,
watch TV.
Dilly.
we,
watch
both,
TV.
we both are TV elitists in the fact
Yes.
that
But
we
it's
steal our
not.
TV.
You're on the internet. The commercial pops up when you watch stuff on YouTube. It's the Budweiser commercial where they bring in and then
Yes.
Never seen it.
the old.
I tell you, I wouldn't just lie to your face. I haven't seen it.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have never seen it as well.
You're so mad.
I am being.
I'm not mad. I'm concerned.
I know because
I'm concerned that you guys are hermits or
and
something. You're
let me tell you
weird.
I
something.
watch stuff all the time. I don't know.
I'm concerned as well because people make so many people make reference
I
to
saw
it.
a meme online.
I
was
have a
like,
T-shirt,
what?
a
Dilly-
Washington State Cougar T-shirt, and it says Washington State Cougars dilly dilly on it. It was a gift for Christmas.
That was a dumb.
I always
was gonna say, that was
look
a
at
dumb
it.
purchase. If
I
that's
was
the
looking
case.
It was a gift, and I love it.
Why didn't you just get one that said Washington State University Cougars? Waza.
It was a gift from
That's
my,
a better
my,
shirt.
my dad.
That's a better
Mom and Dad. Listen,
Or
the
the
problem
dog,
is
the dog with what was the old Budweiser
Yeah,
dog?
Spuds McKenzie.
they got me the shirt so I could wear it to the Holiday Bowl when we went down there. Remember the train incident? And so, but then
train
of
game?
course they
I call it the
didn't
train game.
get it in time, so it sat on their doorstep. It's still there, and I'm like, well, you might as well send it back now,
Right, because next year it's gonna be something
dilly
else.
dilly. What the hell's a dilly dilly?
That's why I'm saying
it's going to be over.
Get that Spuds
What's up?
McKenzie,
Yeah.
Washington State University on lockdown.
I love this one. Odds an Eagle fan will throw debris on the field, or the total number of Eagles fans arrested before the Super Bowl.
Total number of
Nothing
Eagles.
about Minnesota Vikings, just Eagles fans, because
Okay,
people
how-
from Philadelphia.
I want to know: is this only in Minneapolis, or is this also in Philadelphia as well?
It doesn't go into that, unfortunately. It just says the total number of Eagles fans
the game's in
arrested before the
Minneapolis,
Super
right?
Bowl. So I don't think it matters, Jeff. It says before the
arrested
Super
in
Bowl.
Philadelphia.
Yeah,
during
probably
the Super
in
Bowl.
Philadelphia
There's-
during Super Week,
Okay,
as they call it.
this is a hard bet to make. Fun, entertaining, but a hard bet to make because how do you quantify it? Like, I could go to jail. I could be an Eagles fan. I could not be an Eagles fan, but if it never comes up in conversation while I go to jail, how do you
Okay,
make
this is not
official
right.
record? How do
This
you
has
make
to be the
official-
day of the game because it's at 1.5.
for Eagles fans arrested?
Yeah, there's got to be. You
1.5
always- You
people?
would take the over.
Is that maybe seeing an Eagles fan arrested on the broadcast possibly?
It doesn't say that.
Maybe that's the case.
Because there's law of averages. Someone's going to get arrested at every
Oh
game.
gosh, yeah. I mean, there'll be so many arrests.
Well, no,
at
but
Super
they'll be
Bowl.
able to get stats from
but-
Minnesota Police Department, whatever.
But that
This is
number-
how many Eagles fans were
But
from
that
Philadelphia
number,
were
in order
arrested.
for whoever's taking this action to quantify it, they're going to need some proof, and that I'm guessing is broadcast proof because there's no way they're going to go to the police department like, oh, was that person that was arrested for a DUI an Eagles fan? And they're going to be like, we don't know, he was drinking and driving.
I think you have to be at the game.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can actually,
I think
it has to be on camera or anything because I'm pretty sure every
what-
Super Bowl people are arrested for being too drunk or disorderly, and then you don't see that. They just like they
I
go.
would still
It'd be
think
way
that
more entertaining if they showed it.
I think it's 1.5
yeah.
that it makes the product. It's got to be that it makes the product if that's the number that they're going with.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's like every Super Bowl. There's like you said, there's people arrested at every Super Bowl. People misbehave. That's just the way it goes. What were some of the others that you were just?
Do they still have the Bud Bowl where the bottles play each other?
No,
No, they do Puppy Bowl now,
which is
Kitten
way
Bowl.
more entertaining than Super Bowl.
Well, we talked about the
But
number
you-
of tweets Donald Trump will
You hate
send
dogs,
out
So
during the game. What do you think that is, Matt?
Say it again.
A number of tweets Donald Trump will send
Oh,
out
my
during the
gosh.
game itself.
He's a big fan, right? He's a
Yeah,
football fan.
He's apparently best friends with Tom Brady. He says.
Although Tom Brady doesn't
Brady
admit
won't
it.
comment
I
on
say
it, but Brady won't comment on anything.
I say
so.
6.
6, yeah. Then you would want the over. It's 2.5.
Oh, really?
I think that's a good number. I would say 4 to 4.
This
at
is.
least
I have
4.
and can I give you my Super Bowl prediction? It has nothing to do with the outcome of the game. It has nothing to do with the Eagles, the Patriots. My Super Bowl prediction is the old chief of staff gets hammed. I mean, just gets drunk during the game.
he
Okay,
doesn't drink.
but this time he will. This
No,
is a
he
bold,
won't.
this
He's
is
never drank his whole life.
This is a bold prediction. Okay, he's gonna.
I guess that's why they call it a bold prediction.
The pressures of the job are finally going to catch up with.
He's like, let me try one of those beers.
I think the chief of staff he'll be taking bog rips from the owner's suite up there with the Patriots.
And he is, and don't tell me he's never drank. Okay, he ended up in a hotel room with Stormy Daniels at the Lake Tahoe golf tournament.
Allegedly.
Okay? Don't tell me he's never touched alcohol because
Fake news.
if you're going to end up with Stormy
No, I don't know.
Daniels at the hotel room at Harrah's,
Allegedly.
then you are going.
Is there alcohol in cocaine?
Oh, that could be that. It could be that too. That's true. But my bold prediction is he gets drunk during the game.
Okay.
And he has Twitter diarrhea, and all that Twitter diarrhea is directed at NBC's coverage of the game because
because they're liberal fake news.
because he hates NBC. So I think that number's going to be higher because even if he doesn't get drunk, he's still going to hate NBC enough to where he is going to be watching it with a critical eye. And he's going to pick it apart on Twitter because this is the biggest stage to pick apart his biggest enemy, and that seems
How confident are you
That
in
seems
this?
to be NBC News.
How confident?
I am 95% sure.
You want to make a tattoo bet?
That's what that's.
Do you have to get Donald Trump's face tattooed on your back?
No, never. But that number. What is the number? 2.5.
2.5.
2.5 tweets. I think it'll be far higher than that.
I think it should be an MMA fight between Matt Lauer and the president for the halftime show.
Matt Lauer, why? They
hate each other, don't they?
I don't think so.
I think they do.
Oh, I think they hate each other, but
Well, I
they
mean,
have-
I don't know if they like each other or not, but I don't think it's
They
like
both-
he hates other people more. I mean,
No, that's true. But
they have something in common. They're both sexual harassers, so they could have a fight where
there's no documented of the president's sexual
they
harassment.
have
Just because you tell another guy you like to grab him by the doesn't mean you're a harasser.
This is what Matt
you
Lauer.
said, you didn't say that. You said you'd actually done that. That's the key right there.
This is
confess.
This is Matt Lauer's. This is
did.
Matt Lauer's and Donald Trump's fight. Okay, WWE, Vince McMahon, you should get on this right away. All right,
This is a moneymaker.
It's the first ever fight where they both have to be holding on to a pussycat and fight each other while they're holding on to a pussycat.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.